Hi, Julie. Nice to see you.
Oh, nice to see you. I'm so happy we're co-creating this together.
Me too, me too. You look so great.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you, thank you. I also feel great. I
Yes.
do.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. Likewise.
Thank you.
Likewise.
So, we're recording this. So there's an audience.
Yes.
Hi. everyone.
Hi, audience.
I'm here with Karin because we met end of April. Karin showed up on a call. We had a
Mhm.
conversation and she made a high jump. And she gave herself the 5 week container, the $12,000 gift container.
Exactly. Yes,
And
I did.
she was shifting things in her life
Hmm.
and gave herself that. So I thought we'd met and just allow you to share where you are, what you're doing, and and then I'll insert some question about the container and what it gave you. So what are you doing now?
Well, I mean, I took the high jump and kind of it started last week, so it's really really recent. So I stopped my former job as a research professor that I have been for the last almost 10 years. So and it's normally not done in the field I am. When you reach that point is the kind of the summit of your career. So
The
you normally
summit.
exactly. So that's what
Mm.
everybody
Hmm.
strives towards. So when you reach that point, I think nobody, or I don't know at least anybody that have thought to kind of take the jump to another kind of life and another
That's
kind
so
of
interesting.
yes. So
Because when I
so
I hear you already, I hear we have goals, and then once the summit is reached, then what's next? What's is that it? Is that it's kind of you're allowing yourself another expansion, like another type of summit or a different.
exactly. I mean, in part, yes, because it's the kind of like you said, it's like you you think, okay, I have that goal, and actually, I didn't even have that goal. Actually, my conscience was not that I had that goal. It just happened because I kept evolving. I'm just a very curious person. I think many researchers are. So I was
Ah,
just curious, and I was just loving what I was doing, and
yeah.
then one thing led to another, and I finally got the research professor position and um, and it was fantastic and it was great. But then I had a couple of burnouts, very severe burnouts, and then my whole consciousness shifted.
Mm.
So suddenly it was new things that I was kind of, but I could not identify it really. So it took years to kind
Yes.
of identify what was it. So it was not something that just happened in one go, and it
Yeah.
took two burnouts, not one, two. But suddenly I started to really, really identify what I really loved. And it was something different than what I was coming from. So I think I'm still in my core, I'm still very driven by curiosity, but I have always had this feeling of wanting to help people.
Mm.
This is the new kind of
Mm.
living that I want to embrace, or
Awesome.
that I am already embracing
Yes.
now, and that you helped me, which I'm so thankful and so glad I did, to take the last jump and take the jump to say yes, I'm changing careers, even
Wow.
though I have something very stable and something with high
Hmm.
status and something that many people will think, well, but this is it, I mean, this is
Yes.
great,
Yeah.
I mean, you're so successful and everything. And yes, everything was like that from the outside.
Yeah.
But inside, suddenly there's something new that evolved and kind of got bigger and bigger. The
Mm.
moment I had this burnout, is something like opened.
Mm.
And what I think happened with you was like the final feeling of, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to
Wow.
follow my heart. I'm going to take this jump. And the conviction you gave me, when I think back, what was, I really think the gold nugget was for me the fact that you allowed me to see that people will actually willingly and gladly take the jump, the economical jump to say yes to themselves and invest in, yes, I'm taking a jump to an unknown because you don't know what's going to happen,
No.
but you get the conviction inside. And it's like you say, the moment you pay, the moment it happens. Because
Mm-hmm.
the moment you pay is when you actually take the choice, when you actually take the choice to say yes
Yes.
to something new. So that is when you actually open the door to the new world and the
Yes.
magic starts to unfold, you know?
Yes.
So, and of course, it takes all the time inspire action. It's not that it's stopping. It's not that the
No.
challenges not keep, they keep coming, but you take them in a whole new level.
Yeah.
And it feels so wonderful. So it's fantastic. So everything is still new for me because I only kind of started the new life, so to
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
a week ago as an executive advisor. So is everything is very new, but it's fantastic. I'm really, really glad I did. Yeah,
Yeah. It's wonderful. It's you making the decision. And then you see that other people will be ready to make a decision because I did it. There
exactly.
must be other
Exactly.
people that are ready
Yes.
because
Yes,
I am the
exactly.
proof.
I am the proof. Exactly, exactly. And this is the difference when you live it.
Yes.
Then the convictions, you are 100% the
Yeah.
conviction. You
You
are the
are
living
it.
conviction. Exactly.
This.
And
Yeah.
this is what makes the difference. So it's like I'm the proof that it can be done. And I know
Hmm.
that I can help others to kind of, see where their patterns are that they need to deblock in order to reach this place of conviction, because we all can.
Yes.
But it's
Mhm.
just, how do we do it? How do we maneuver?
Yeah.
Where are the blockages? Because they're different in each person,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's just
Unique.
kind of, you need to identify and then work with these blockages. So yeah.
Yeah. And how much do we want it? So some want
Yes.
it more than others.
Yes, you have to be ready to take the
Yes.
jump.
Yeah.
You have to be ready.
Yeah.
Yes. And ready in a way that, when I think back, ready in a way that you're still a little bit afraid, or
Mm-hmm.
you are quite afraid,
Mm-hmm.
because that what makes the jump a jump.
Mm-hmm.
If it's
Yeah.
too safe,
Yeah.
then you're not taking the jump.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it has to feel a
A
bit
little bit
unsafe.
outside of the comfort zone.
It
Yeah.
has to be quite a
It's
lot outside of, I
yes,
mean,
yes.
for
I
me it was
remember
it.
myself doing it, and it's the same. Yeah, very scary. And yet
Yes,
something in me knew there is something there important, and it's
exactly.
going to support me. I know.
Yes.
There's this knowing underneath all the fear. And that's knowing that you're able to listen to courageously. It's your
It,
heart.
exactly, exactly, exactly. Is the voice of your heart. And
Mm.
it's when you have that, um, that
Mhm.
that that you realizing, okay, I have this fear on one side and I have this voice that is kind of telling me,
Yeah.
and when you believe that voice
Yeah.
and you let the fear
Trust.
go, exactly, you just trust, is when you take the jump. And then suddenly you're like there, you're
Yes.
like suddenly from one second to the other, almost, when you think
Yeah.
back, you're like in this space of, okay, I made it, and oh, it feels wobbly and it feels everything, but I made it, so you're starting to embody this new person, that
Yeah.
that you were.
The old is has to, it cannot enter the new, the bigger container, the bigger you.
Exactly, exactly.
And
It's because
the
it's already
real
gone.
you. It's like we're discovering ourself, our real essence, our real, it's
Exactly.
more of you. It's not, it's, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It gets
Oh.
more and more authentic. You keep taking layers out, you
Mm-hmm.
know, that the essence is within you, and you keep taking them out
Yes.
slowly, and sometimes
Sometimes
by big
quickly.
jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So sometimes you take a big layer and then, you keep taking layers and then suddenly again a big layer. So I think when you take a big jump, like I did with you, but for me it was a huge jump.
Yeah.
Also economically, it was a huge jump, especially thinking that I was suddenly looking into a new career, into the unknown of a new career. So for me, that was the biggest jump I ever made in my life. So it was very, very scary.
Mm.
Something that I can't do, I'm in a
You're
family,
so
so I had
courageous.
to, thank you. But it was the heart that actually was courageous. I
Yes.
feel that when I look back, it was my heart was screaming so loud,
Yeah.
that for me, if I think back, there was actually no choice
Mm-hmm.
but to take that jump in the end, because otherwise I was just struggling and killing myself slowly. It was
Mm-hmm.
really
Mm-hmm.
so.
Yeah.
I'm really really glad that I did, and I look into the future and the present with a huge positivity. Like it feels really deeply great.
Yeah.
And
Wow. That's when
mm,
it appears because it's the feeling, it's the
mm,
knowing.
is the knowing, yeah, and it's
Mhm.
so preciousless. It's so fantastic.
So would you say
And
that you are taking inspired action from that knowing?
of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, yes. I mean, this was my goal already when I took the jump. That was already for me, taking the jump was inspire action,
Mm-hmm.
because it's like you kind of in the process from the two burnouts, I learned to discern quite a lot what was the voice of my intuition or the voice of my heart,
Mm-hmm.
and the other voices, the voices that you constantly have from all outside you, from the
Yep.
society,
Mm-hmm.
from the expectations, from also your kind of family background,
Yeah.
so I started to more and more discern, and
Mm.
I think it's a process, or I
Right.
know it's a process for life.
Yeah.
It's nothing that you kind of,
Yeah.
but when you start the process, when you suddenly become really aware of, okay, this is really where I want to go, and this is where I can see the answers to both gain balance, gain clarity, gain happiness, gain this feeling of harmony, gain bliss.
Yes.
They're all there.
Yeah.
So it's just to learn to understand this new language
Mm-hmm.
of your inner self, of your authentic self.
Mm.
So I did that already, these kind of 3, 4 years
Mm-hmm.
prior, when I was having all this process between these two burnouts. And that left me actually without, my sight was blurry, my voice, I could almost not speak. I could actually not communicate with people really. So it was,
Mm.
cognitively very, very hard. And as a research professor, it left me out of, for 2 years, actually, I was out of work. I was on sick leave.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was very hard. So, and coming back, I was happy to gain all my abilities again, but
Yes.
I could feel in my heart still that there was something else that needed to be
That wants to happen.
done. Yeah, to needed some other actions than the ones that I was used to do
Ah.
within my research environment and my work.
Mm.
So suddenly it was like shifting, and it was difficult to identify it, because I think it's super interesting what I was doing in research in my field, but there was just some other voice that was coming, my heart voice,
Yeah.
still, but it was just new,
Mm.
with kind of new desires and new things that I was not in the beginning knowing what that was, because it's like, what is this
Yeah.
coming from? It's like,
Yeah.
so you have to learn, and then you start slowly to discern what is that voice, or is there something else, that comes from outside. And when you start to discern, oh no, it's the voice of my heart,
Mm.
and you feel the flow when you listen to it,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel the easiness and the harmony, and also the feedback that you even get without actually doing much, but just
Yeah.
you realize, wow, there's something happening just by being me,
Mm.
just
Yes.
by saying my whole truth, just by expressing,
Yeah.
my true me,
Yeah.
and you start to lose the fear to be you
Mm-hmm.
from the heart, especially I was in a very scientific field, so it is normally you don't talk about this kind of more, how can I say,
We could say like,
emotion.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Feminine. Feminine. Like the
Feminine, yeah. And at the same time, I think some part of it is even masculine, because I think there is such a strength in being authentic.
Oh, yes, yes,
you
absolutely.
know?
Yes.
So is this combination, this fantastic harmony and balance
Mm-hmm.
between the feminine and this kind of emotional and allowing, and flowing, and at the same time, this strength that feels
Yeah.
exactly because you are aligned, you
Yes.
feel it so deeply that you're not in doubt. So there's all these things happening at the same time, and obviously people really appreciate it. They don't only
Uh-huh.
feel it, but they
Oh, yeah.
appreciate it, and something happens with them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a gift you give to them when you yourself are authentic.
Yes.
So you feel better, but actually the surrounding also feels better.
Yes.
So you kind of help things kind of flow in a much easier way, in a
Mm.
creative way, in an innovative way. So for
Yeah.
me, this is actually also the future of, in many ways, for a better research, because if knowing from my field how many of these very career-oriented people, like I was too, um, you work and work and work hard all the time. You're like trying always to become better and better and better. And you know, th- you don't realize because you never pause.
Mm.
You
Mm.
don't realize that actually that there is in the pause
Yes.
that the magic really happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when you do that, then suddenly when you realize it, then I can see there's so much more innovation that can come out from learning, from
Yeah.
integrating pause in between. So you kind of, because otherwise it's unbalanced, and then you
Yes.
just
It's do
you
do
keep
do
creating.
do do do. And
Exactly.
did you did you live this realization that to pause, we have to cultivate more self-acceptance and more love and more being able to feel our feeling?
Yes. Yeah. It
I-
takes a lot of acceptance. It takes a lot of acceptance also of the parts that we don't like about ourselves, that the
Mhm.
parts that are hard, the part that we feel fear or we are afraid to open, like Pandora's box of
Yes.
difficult situations and all these feelings, but is within that
That growth,
opening. Yes,
that growth
that when you
happens.
are allowed, yeah, that the things really happen because otherwise you resist. So
Mm-mm.
what you resist persists.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
this is just obvious in physics as it is in our bodies and in,
Yeah.
in how we flow, also the clarity in our minds. So it's really important. And I mean, for me, is clear that this is one of the keys to learn, this balance
Mhm. Mhm.
is
Yeah.
to learn to accept and let it go through it. You have to go through that pain. Know that you kind of
Yeah, it's
not.
kind of you open it, you be with it, and then it's opening. I kind of I when I quit my job in 2022, the first morning, Monday
Mhm,
morning came and I had nothing to do. I was just sitting in front of my computer alone.
mhm,
And in that moment, I felt grief,
mm,
mourning the end, which
yes.
is quite normal. I
Yeah.
had been 8 years in a team and I suddenly had no meeting on that morning, which I
Mm,
was usually having.
yeah.
And I felt guilt
Mm,
sitting on my couch in the afternoon. I felt like I'm
mhm,
now, like I'm very, like I'm lighthearted at the same time. But I remember feeling because the belief was coming on
mm,
the surface,
yeah.
which the belief that I have to work hard was maintaining my activity of working hard. And as I stopped, I
Mm,
felt all the shame.
mm,
Who
yeah.
are you sitting on your couch in the afternoon?
Yeah.
And I had to just
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm going to be with this. I'm ready to feel this. It's
Mm,
okay. I can feel this. It takes like this heart that is guiding you to just allow
mm,
this to come to the surface because there is
mm,
something else on the other side of this. And yesterday I had my nails done in the afternoon and I
mm,
had my hair done last week and I feel no shame. and no
Why should
guilt.
you?
It's
Exactly. And
absolutely wonderful. Yeah, it's like
yes.
this belief has been emptied of the emotion that was attached to it.
Mhm.
And as I could feel more, then
Mm.
everything is easier. It's easier and easier.
Precisely. I mean, I had these feelings last week because it was my first week, and I had exactly. So what you are saying is like, oh yeah, I
Mm,
recognize all of that, and it took me like several days, I think, to kind of grieve,
mm,
and I'm still probably in the grieving process. I don't think it's fully
yes,
finished,
normal.
and I still have to kind of learn to because I'm building something new, and I feel so inspired. So I'm constantly taking action. And with this action, I have to stop myself sometimes and say, okay, don't find a balance.
Yes,
Like, I
yes.
don't need to do everything now. I can
No,
do the inspire action doesn't mean that I have to do everything right now.
no,
It means
yes,
it's an inspire action. I can do part of it today, part of it tomorrow, and part of it next week.
yes.
So I don't need, and but I'm so used to in the world that I was in, the type of work I was doing, it was like, constantly. It's actually a 24-hour job the whole year long. So in the
Mm,
environment that I was used to, it was no really pause ever. Even
mm,
Christmas days we worked, is a
mm.
kind of way of
It's your life.
life. Yes, exactly. Becomes your life, because people love what they do in a way.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
and which is great, but at some point you need to balance. And this is what happens, I think, many times
Mm,
that we then lose the balance. So I can see I'm working still on it, but
yeah.
I'm aware of it. So
Me
so
too.
then
Yeah.
yeah, so that
Yeah.
makes a big but exactly this what you said, that there is this grief process.
Mm-hmm.
And while I was not aware of it 3 weeks ago that I will have to go through it,
Mm.
the
Yeah.
moment these first Mondays last week, um, I kind of, when I started to feel these weird feelings, and I was a little bit like surprised. I thought, okay, now I'm happy. I stopped, and I was like, no, I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
and then I said, okay, Karin, just relax and let this feeling go through you.
Yes.
They will go away. Just work through them,
Yeah.
and this awareness that I didn't have before.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Mm-hmm.
so important. So it's like you say, this acceptance is key,
Yeah.
because the moment you of course gets maybe a little bit, out of balance for this moment, because you start to feel these feelings of sadness and
Mm-hmm.
grief, and you
Mm-hmm.
think, why I was not expecting this. But you now know that, okay, fine. You take the
Yeah.
pause, and then you realize, okay, I just have to,
Yes.
let it go through me, and
Yeah.
why is it, that
Yeah.
I feel this, it's again a little bit of this fear of the unknown, but I'm going to be fine, and then you
Yes.
can,
And the
you
old dying
exactly, you
because
start
we loved it, and now it's gone. It's done, and it's
exactly.
allowing ourselves to feel the feeling. It's love.
It's love for that person that you were, and you are not anymore,
And
is
even the
this
mourning and the grief is the love of that which is dying, and then just it's okay. Something
exactly.
new is coming, and trust, trust, trust.
Yes, yes. So it's the combination of all these things, the
Hmm.
acceptance,
Yeah,
the letting go, the love, the trusting.
yeah. And the
Um,
balance is very important. It's a point you were just mentioning this, and I'm more and more aware of this, that society is geared to doing, doing,
mm,
doing, doing, and there is no place to receive.
yeah.
And there is, so to me, like when I say feminine and masculine and balancing both,
Hmm.
we have
Hmm.
both in us.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
I was a doer, like I'm a doer.
Yeah.
And now I'm learning to be.
Mm,
But only being without action, it's kind
mm.
of just, okay, we need both.
We need both. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yes.
And
I
doing a
mean,
little bit and being and doing and being. And while we do, we are at the same time being. But it's a balance of, okay,
mm,
now play, now rest,
yeah.
now allow the
Mm,
seed to grow without forcing. And you do your you do your part and you allow the universe to do its part. We're not the universe. We're not like
Mm-mm.
allow it to
Mm-mm.
come as we plant the seed. But it's yeah, it's a new language. It's a new
Mm.
discovery.
It's fully a new language. It's fully a new language, and is is super interesting. Is very, I
Yeah,
don't know,
I'm passionate about it.
because me too, me too. I mean, because it's like you're discovering all the time, you know. Um,
Hmm.
and you, I think, at least for me personally, part of the acceptance and the allowing me to take the jump was also accepting that, the realization that it's a never-ending journey,
Yeah.
you
Growth
know.
and expansion is ongoing.
Exactly. So there is,
Evolution.
yes. So there is no, mm, the goal is just being in it, you
Yes.
know, just living it.
Yes.
You know, that's actually the goal. So
That's
you're
it.
doing it every day, you know, so it's not, but there is no kind of destination out there, you know, that you're like striving for and you're now just, you know,
Running
running
towards
around. Yeah,
it. It's
exactly, you know,
now, being in it
it's
now.
now. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So getting that is just so magical because then you're not, I mean, at least for me, when I was having so many years of stress, realizing that has calmed me down so
Mm.
wonderfully. And
Mm.
at the same time, is this calming down that expands me fully,
Yes, that's
you
it.
know?
Yes,
So
yes.
is that realization is like, wow, I was
Oh,
just doing it all in the inverse.
yeah.
I was doing it all wrong,
Inverted. Yeah.
in totally inverted. So it is yeah, it's magical, it's fantastic, is really wonderful and freeing at the same time, and energizing. The
Yeah.
amazing thing is that is super energizing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is
It's
great.
more efficient. And
Much
it's
more,
like
yeah.
a love story with life, being in love
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fully, fully. Because
What
you're
can
suddenly,
happen
instead
now?
of
What can
thinking
happen
of
now?
living it, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're in it, you know, you're
Yes.
like, I mean, oh, I'm living it now. It's not like I'm waiting to live it when
Later.
I am in vacation or when I reach that goal, or yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's always later. It's like that moment almost never arrive, you know, if you,
No, it never
uh,
arrived.
not really, you know, not
No.
100%. It was only in glimpses that were
Yeah.
like, you know, flying away too fast, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now I feel like I'm in it all the time,
Yes. That's
you know,
wonderful.
is really fantastic, even in the moments where it's challenging, which there
Yeah.
are, you know, it's
Yeah.
not that they're not there, they are there.
Yes.
You know, even in these moments, is my conviction is so high that, okay, I know it's just a moment and it's because I'm elevating myself to kind of a new level of
Yes.
understanding.
Yes.
Then it's like, okay, I now I know kind of, you kind of learn the mechanisms of how to go through it.
Yeah.
And then it just becomes so much easier. So even the challenges become easier and become part of the journey, you
Yes.
know.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Wow. Oh, that's wonderful.
it
And
is.
I wanted to ask you, um, so how was the first few weeks for you in the container? I remember it
Um,
was kind of intense, you told
it
me.
was very hard. I think it
Oh,
was very hard. It was very hard. And I remember that it's like I had to spend a lot of time, much more than I thought of, in because I wanted so much too. I mean, I took it very seriously.
yes. Of course, when we
So
invest, we take it seriously. And
exactly, and this is
that's what is precious about it.
that's what is precious, and that's one of the things that I discovered was so important also in relation to the economically high jump for me, at least, that that also part of the deal. Then you take it even more seriously because you know this is one time. You know, you have to do it now, you know. So it's actually important that it's a high price, in my view, you know,
Yeah.
that because it has a certain understanding
It has
of
a
your
yeah.
mechanism. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially in the beginning, I think. Um, but for me it was very intense because I had to really uh, I was kind of getting used to dig deep in
Mm-hmm.
this process that I had been through the last years through healing myself from burnout. I was used to digging quite deep. But this was kind of, I don't know why it felt that this time I have to dig even deeper.
Yeah.
So I was really getting to the core and the roots of some things, and I could feel it. But it was a
Mm-hmm.
process. So it was, I was glad, that it was once a week, because then I started, and then I started to write down the things that you send me, the questions. And then I actually took some days to rewrite them. So it
Mm-hmm.
was not the first time, it was a process within me that I needed to go through.
Yes.
And this really helped me a lot, but it was, of course, hard.
Yeah.
It felt even physically hard, but it was
Uh-huh.
great because it really gave me the deeper understanding of where my blockages were.
Yes, we are with the question we're going for, where are the subconscious block,
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
subconscious belief? What is in the way of me answering this in a bigger way? Or
Exactly.
can I
Exactly.
can I dream bigger? Can I open it even more?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like the experience for me was once I paid and then I saw, I was like, I don't want to do this, but I've committed to it, so I did. And that's where the magic happened. And it's not easy, and at the same time, it's doing itself. And I could
Yeah.
feel in you there was a shift at some point where there was
Hmm.
this being okay with not being perfect in the answer.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
loosened up at some point.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. And what you said actually about that happened to you, I mean, you put words into what I felt, because I felt something very similar, that is like, yeah, but I actually don't really want to do this, because it's like, it's uncomfortable somehow, to get into that space, and at the same time, it's like, yeah, but you have committed, and, I mean, you cannot pay this another time right now, so you better do it, So it was great to
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
go through it. But yeah, definitely for me, I think one of my blockages was perfection. I was used to in the environment that I work, perfection is very kind of a necessity in a way,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
I worked in a scientific field where kind of perfection is needed, with
Yeah.
in the lab and things like that. So it was very
Mm-hmm.
part of the job, part of the identity somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So to let go of that, in some places you need perfection,
Yeah.
and in some others you don't.
Yeah.
And in this, I didn't need to be perfect. I didn't need to be perfect right away,
Yeah.
and not even within the container, because knowing that it's an ongoing process is just, for me, was like, okay, now you're opening up at some point in the middle
Yeah.
um, of your container. I realized that, I mean, the point here is just open up new doors that I would not have been able to do myself, or would have taken me very long.
Longer.
So
Yeah.
exactly. So you accelerated the process very much by kind of pull me there,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which is, I think that what I think in reality we all need that, you know.
Yes, we all do. Yeah, I did. I do. It's not, yeah. We're like, the way I see it is we're all walking each other home.
Yes, exactly, exactly. And you have said that to me before, and I think it's so nicely said, because it's like, okay, now I push you, I give you the hand and I push you, towards,
Yes. And I
and
accepted the end myself of
yeah,
others,
yeah,
and I still
exactly.
do.
Mm.
And that's
Yes.
that's the beauty. It's knowing your power, your heart, your craft, valuing yourself, owning your value, your
Mm.
worthiness. You are
Mm.
unique. You have a
Mhm.
gift, and the gift is yours only. No one does what you do exactly as you do it.
Exactly,
And at the
exactly.
same time, allowing ourselves to find others that are doing it, that
Hmm.
are a little bit ahead.
Yes.
Without, there's no hierarchy. It's not to say that there is good and bad, but
Mm.
seeing someone else who's done the step and can give us a hand and say, it's safe. You can do this.
Exactly. Ex
So we
Fully.
are all the muse of someone.
Yes.
And at the same
Yes,
time, there's always someone who can be the muse of us.
of us.
And
Yes.
I really like that we're doing it together. And it's both at the same time. You wake up, you stand in truth alone,
Mhm.
and at the same time, you find whatever you need around you to support your expansion.
Exactly.
And it's
Yeah,
together and alone at the same time.
is very true. Is together and alone, and you need, I think it's again, for me, it's a question of balance,
Mm-hmm.
You need this time alone to kind of integrate it and be in yourself
Yes.
and get the new questions and get the time to dig deeper. And at the same time, you need this kind of both the helping hand and the pushing at sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
like now it's time for you to,
that's
even
it.
though,
Walk.
so because
Walk by
to
yourself.
walk, yes, exactly, because sometimes you are in this, you need to be in the uncomfortable zone, in order to
Yes.
expand, but
Yes.
at the same time, believe that it is safe to get into this uncomfortable space because others have made it through. So
Mm-hmm.
I think this is
Yeah.
the beautiful balance, So this is when we think, I think personally right now, at least when I think of somebody as being courageous, then
Mm-hmm.
I think is because they have taken that jump that I would like to take, that I'm just maybe about to take,
Yeah.
but they are the ones that took it, like you said, before us. And then
Yeah.
they are, even if we don't know this person, but this person has already helped us to understand it's safe to do it,
Yes. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this testimony is a gift in a
Mm.
way. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is also what kind of resonated with me in your journey when I started to listen to you before I took the container with you, that I could constantly feel that there was something that resonated deeply with me, and you open up for this way of exactly valuing oneself,
Mm.
also economically, because I think in
Yes.
in in
Mm-hmm.
one of my blockages was like, yeah, but because I have been helping people, advising people, executives, and academics for quite some time now in
Mm.
my free time, you know,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
uh, and people have come to me for advice,
Yeah.
uh, but I have just done it because I felt like doing it, and this has been great. But at
Yeah.
some point, it became, well, but this is actually what I feel like doing all the time because I
Uh-huh.
can see how it helps people.
That's your
But
gift.
if I have is my gift, I realize this is my gift. This is what I had to go through these burnouts because I have learned some things that
Yes.
otherwise I would not have learned.
Yeah.
So now I see all that process as a gift to me and as a gift that I can also give others.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so they
But you
don't
have to
have to.
value it economically so that it's
Exactly,
sustainable.
exactly.
Mm.
And this is what was a big blockage is to me is like, how do I do that jump?
Mm-hmm.
And this has been really great with you. And this resonated with me when I was listening to you. And that's what I could see. You were perfect for me
Mm.
uh, um, as that coach to help me take that jump of saying it's safe to take the
Yeah.
jump
Yeah.
and valuing yourself for the advice you give.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
And
so
you
thank you
taking
for
the
that.
jump is valuing yourself.
Exactly. At the same time. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, great. So the container brought you more clarity and
Yeah. For
conviction.
sure. Yeah.
Yes.
No doubt. For sure.
And yeah, so I wrote I wrote a few questions and I think we already just opened them. And what would you say to someone whose heart is saying yes, but their mind is saying it's so scary or it's not right or
That's a great question. I think first of all you have to listen to, you have to have some kind of for me, what made me take the jump personally was to have this really deep resonance with what you were saying.
Mm.
And at the same time, the resonance was triggering me. So it was
Mm.
two things, you know, it's like, okay, I have this resonance, what she's saying, it really, I deeply feel this is true, you know, is the truth, you know, is really the truth. And at the same time, it triggers me, it's like, but how do you do it?
Mm.
Kind of, how do you take that jump? How do you, um,
Dare to say your price, dare to claim your value.
exactly. How do you take that conviction? How do you empower yourself? How do you embody that conviction that you have, but that at that time I didn't have? You know, I have it now, but
Yes.
I didn't have it then.
Yeah.
So, but it resonated deeply with me. But I still had this trigger of like, but yeah, but how?
Uh-huh.
And then I will tell if anybody has that feeling,
Mm.
which
Mm.
I'm sure many will have,
Mm.
then is actually is then it is a yes. Then it's
Mm.
just you have to take it, you know, because the answer is only when you take the jump.
Yeah.
You will only get that answer only
Yeah.
when you take the jump,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. It's
So
not
you're
a
actually
mind. It's not gonna be found in reading books
exactly. You need simply to take that
to be
because
it.
then you are embodied.
Yes.
You will get the conviction. The moment you pay, you will get the conviction.
You embody
You'll
it.
start to embodying it. It could be that it doesn't come automatically like it happened to me, but you will slowly, you know, you immediately put
Yes.
it in and then you'll start to grow it and grow it and grow
And
it,
it gets
you know.
integrated, and it is my experience that it continue
Exactly.
way after the container is over.
For sure. I mean, I remember, and it's still your many of the things that you told me came much later that it makes sense more and more, or it makes sense in the moment, but it may grow bigger sense and
Yeah,
bigger sense
it's
and bigger
growing.
sense. And I have some of your sentences, you know, that keep kind of lingering in my mind and in my space, which I love because so I feel this keep on growing because I think we ended in June, isn't it? So it's
Yes,
like 3 months ago, and there is where I kind of decided to definitely take the jump and resign, and then I had these 3 months to go. So so definitely, even though it's 3 months ago, I many of the things that we had in the container, they still keep working and expanding in many ways. So I think so. I think that I mean I have only experienced taking such type of containers with you, but I imagine that even if you take containers in the future, that they will
yeah,
kind of build on and keep growing, you know. So it's like a
yeah,
seed. I think that we
yes,
planted, you
yes,
helped me to plant,
yes, yes,
and that it will keep growing, you know. So
yes. And it
yeah,
is my realization that we cannot sell anything if we lack the conviction.
mm,
It's not about strategy, it's not about working hard, it's not about finding the right funnel or finding the right tool. It's about you being in
exactly,
conviction in an embodiment of you. And
exactly.
everything else is a reflection of that, is the frequency of that you receive. So it's not
Yeah.
at the level of the mind or
Mm,
putting affirmation on top of what is not seen underneath.
mm,
It's when it gets in your body, and when you
mhm.
take the jump, that it goes in your body.
I mean, so true. I mean, I feel that is when you speak from the heart, when you speak from this deep conviction that's I feel now so deeply. That is then when I also feel because I have gone through it, because I have
Mm,
paid the high jump,
yeah.
that
You
I
can
know
tell
is worth it.
someone you'll see you're safe.
Exactly. You'll see you're safe. And not only that, you'll see how worth is it
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
you to take it,
Yes. Yes. And that's
you
how
know.
you can safely and truly and authentically sell something in which you believe.
Yes, because actually I'm not thinking even that I'm
Not even
selling something.
selling, it's not even it's
For
an
me
opportunity. It's
it's a sharing of a wisdom that can only happen when there is this kind of exchange,
yes. So it's
you
it's
know.
an opening that you are offering to someone who might want it. So it's not the
Yes.
same as trying to sell something. It's
Yes.
there. I'm available for you if that
Yes.
feels right for you. If it doesn't, it's fine.
Precisely that. Exactly. Because
And
I feel that, you know, I'm not gonna do any advertisement. I'm not gonna, I exist. I put myself. I'm working on a web page,
mm-hmm.
and in LinkedIn, and people can find me there. Um, and then once that resonates with what I'm saying, I also have an Instagram where I start to, you know, say some things, and put
Yeah,
myself in the
yeah,
camera, which is something very new for me as
nice.
well. So I have done it only once, but kind of, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do any advertisement or anything, because I know that the people
You
that
are
resonate,
the
exactly.
advertisement.
Yeah, I
Yourself, you
am,
are it.
exactly. I am it. So
Yeah.
the moment I have already given a little workshop and a talk, in for some kind of some researchers in the university at the excellence level, and they all resonated with it. So that's already enough,
Wow.
So I already
Yeah.
have testimonials, even though I have been only 1 week,
Oh,
you
wow.
know.
Yeah.
So is
Life
this
is doing the bridge of incidents.
fully,
As long
fully,
as you
and
are clear as to what you are willing to exchange for what.
yeah,
And then life is arranging the bridge of incident.
yeah, fully, fully, and that's what I feel that. Yeah, these breaches of incident that you mentioned are
Unknown.
kind of are unknown, but they kind of grow from the conviction.
Yes.
So the moment you have the conviction, the breach
Yes.
appears,
Yes.
you know.
Yes. Yes.
So is if you don't have that conviction, there will be no bridge,
No. Yes.
then you
Yeah.
will have to work hard to create
Yeah,
it.
and push the thing uphill and yeah.
Exactly, exactly. But
Yeah.
the moment you have the conviction, then suddenly the bridge appears. So that's why I also don't have no rush or no
Mm.
hurry, and
Oh, that's so
you
great.
know
Yeah.
it feels so safe,
Wow.
and it
Yeah.
feels so
Yeah.
yeah, harmonious.
The
Yeah,
relief. Oh.
yeah. Oof. Yeah, I cannot tell you. It's a great
Yeah.
relief
Yeah.
to feel that,
Hmm.
mm, both I can live my dream of helping others, but especially that others will be able to have better life because of
Mm-hmm.
working together with me.
Yes, yes. And
So
you
so
are helping yourself at the same time.
exactly. So for
And
me,
they
it's a
are helping
win-win.
themselves.
Yes.
They are coming to you to help
Mm.
themselves. You're providing a space for them to choose and decide.
Yeah.
That's so great.
Mm.
And then you're
Hmm.
not out of the equation. It's sustainable.
Fully, fully, because that's what I learned a lot with you is like, otherwise you will be out of the equation, which was kind of what I was doing a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
because because I wanted to do this so much. So I offer my time when people ask me for advice. But
Mm-hmm.
that was on the cost of my everything else, all my private life and things like that.
Uh-huh.
So it was having a cost of my health in my health.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm.
so
And
so
it was
now,
at the time the right thing to for you to gain the ability to practice, and it was serving until it didn't.
yeah,
Until it's okay, now it doesn't make sense because falling back into some pattern or
yeah,
getting tired, not having any time. Why would I do this? There's no point. I'm
exactly.
ready to serve, but not at the detriment of myself.
Yes,
Yeah.
precisely,
Oh, that's
precisely.
so nice. I'm so happy
Yeah,
for you that you are expanding. And
thank you,
yeah.
thank you.
Well,
And I'm so happy for you that you exist. And you held my hand to take the jump. So
yeah.
so I'm also thankful to you. Yeah.
Hmm. That's
Mm.
awesome. Okay, I
Mhm.
think we're gonna end the conversation, the official
Mhm.
conversation here. Stay with
Okay,
me a little
perfect.
bit. I'm gonna
I
end
will.
the recording. Oh, first,
Yes.
tell us who are you calling in? as your client? What is your heart song? What is your ideal person? Where are they at and what do they wish to have more or less of?
I think my ideal clients are people like the similar person I was before, because
Mm-hmm.
these are the ones that I really can help.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and there are people that have, careers where they're, kind of very with high pressure, with a
Mm-hmm.
lot of expectations. So careers where they feel that the stress is constantly growing,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no time to pause, or they don't know how to pause in order to
Yeah.
kind of reflect and get this
Yeah.
balance. So when they start to feel unbalanced, so
Uh-huh.
people that have these type of careers where they feel unbalanced, and that could be leaders, but it can also be entrepreneurs, it can be researchers like it was myself. But all these kind of clients that they feel that they are come to this point in life where they like what they do, they are successful,
Yeah.
but they feel they're out of balance.
Uh-huh.
And they know they have to do something, but they don't know what to do.
Okay.
So these people
Yes.
I definitely can help.
And do you think that these people could function in their job in a more balanced way and that they could be more efficient? It doesn't mean they have to quit their job or something like that.
No, they don't need to quit their job at all.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I think, if you love your job,
Yeah.
you will even get better at it. And that's the
Uh-huh.
whole thing, you will get much better at it. You will get more energized, more innovative thinking, clear thinking, but
Mm-hmm.
without sacrificing your health and yourself, actually
Wow.
becoming more authentic. So is
Wow.
empowering yourself, is a process of empowering yourself to keep doing. If you like what you're doing,
Yeah.
keep
Yeah.
doing it, but in an empowered way, and that
Yeah.
you feel simply fulfilled by doing less. Because
Yes.
when you get clear in your mind, then you know what to say no to and
Mm-hmm.
what to say yes to.
Mm-hmm.
Many
Yes.
people I know, they suddenly, when you are very present, when you are in stress, you don't realize that you start to not think clear anymore because you're so stressed, you just keep going.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So you think less and less clear, and that makes it very difficult to take the right decisions. Actually,
Oh,
makes it
yeah.
impossible to take the right decisions.
Yeah. You're scattered.
So
It's like, yeah.
exactly, you're just actually in automatic all the
Yeah.
time. You're in a survival mode. You
Mm,
know,
mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
and when you are in survival mode, you can't think clear.
You
It's
cannot
just
innovate. You cannot, yeah. Yeah.
no.
Wow.
So you cannot problem solve,
Yeah.
and you need to in order to protect yourself, you need to discern what is the places you want to say yes to and what is the places you need to put some kind of boundaries
Oh, yeah.
around you.
Oh, yeah.
And these
Good.
keep changing because maybe it worked for you some years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you are very clear on the boundaries you had some years ago, and on the goals you had some years ago, or where you wanted to go, working wise.
Yeah.
And this is okay because having goals work wise is fine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you need to be authentic to yourself. So you
Yes.
need to discern that there is a level of your work environment where you still can have goals and you still can have strategies and you still can have, but there is how you treat yourself. And that is not the same way. When
No.
you want to be authentic and you want to be giving some innovation thinking and clarity thinking, and
Yeah.
you really want to give the best out of you, then you need to think from another space. And it's
Yes.
this space that I can help
Wow.
create and identify,
Yeah.
uh, for people that
To
feel like
find it
that.
in themselves.
Yes, 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 because it's
Yes. It's
always in
all in
themselves.
us. Yeah.
Yes, and it keeps changing in life. It's not always the same. This is what
Yeah.
I realized also within myself,
Mm.
that that
Mm-hmm.
at some point I was very clear, and that suddenly along the way, because you get so stressed, I lost myself. And
Mm.
then now, I know how to. So it's something that you keep to make it sustainable,
Yeah.
is kind of some kind of questions you have to keep asking yourself
Mm-hmm.
from time to other,
Yes.
to keep this balance.
Yes.
So yeah, but it's fundamental for me. Balance, to reach this
Yeah.
space of balance within oneself, is fundamental for real success in a career
Yeah. And it
and in
makes
life.
a better
Yeah.
leader.
Much better
Much
leader.
better
Yeah.
leader. Yeah.
Much better leader. Yes, yes,
And
yes.
they have more fun while leading.
I mean, they have more fun leading in life
Yeah, in
all around
everything.
because it's a holistic thing.
Yeah.
You need to create,
Yeah.
a good leader is one that actually gives space also for imperfections, gives space
Mm,
for giving space to other as well,
mm.
because you know how important it is. So a good leader is also a person that actually creates an environment where there is time for reflection, you
Yes.
know.
Wow.
So not only the leader grows, but the whole team grows
Yeah,
and is there where the real magic innovation happens.
that's it.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's where the real innovation happen. Yeah.
it
Oh,
is. It
wow.
is.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
And those clients, they can reach you how?
Well, they can reach me either through LinkedIn, but also
Uh-huh.
through my homepage that is Karin Margarita Frei, altogether.com.
Ah, okay. I'll
Yes.
insert the
So
link. If anyone wants to
perfect.
work with you, then reach out.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Julie.
Okay, I'll end the recording, official recording, and then we'll spend some time together a little bit more.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for showing up, and I'm so happy that you are taking your space and valuing yourself and your gift. You have so much to offer. Many people will benefit.
Likewise, we both do.
Yes.
Everybody does, actually. Everybody does. And that's
Yeah.
just the biggest gift of all.
Yeah.
Thank you.